Tens of thousands of people packed into a Glendale, Arizona stadium to pay their respects to right-wing activist Charlie Kirk, who was shot and killed during a public event in Utah earlier this month. Now, the speakers included President Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and several Republican officials. In an emotional moment in the event, Kirk's widow, Erica, vowed to carry out her husband's mission and said she forgives his alleged killer. CBS News correspondent Bradley Blackburn has more on this.
He wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life.
During an emotional tribute, Erica Kirk told thousands of mourners she forgives the man accused of killing her husband, conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
The answer to hate is not hate. The answer we know from the gospel is love, and always love.
Moments later, President Trump took the stage and sounded a different note.
That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry.
In his remarks, the president praised Charlie Kirk.
He's a martyr now for American freedom.
And veered into politics.
Tariffs are making us rich again. We're going to save Chicago.
The president was seen smiling and chatting with former advisor, billionaire Elon Musk, as top officials took to the stage, some issuing a call to action in Kirk's name.
For Charlie, we will rebuild this United States of America to greatness.
They cannot imagine what they have awakened.
27-year-old Arizona resident Harrison Stevens said the messages invigorated the crowd.
People are using the term like picking up the bloody microphone that Charlie left behind, and I think that Turning Point will definitely grow.
President Trump again said he plans to posthumously award Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom soon. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
CBS News White House correspondent Natalie Brand joins us with more on all of this. Good morning, Natalie. You know, at moments during Sunday's memorial, it actually seemed more like a political rally. What more can you tell us about the president's remarks on social media about going after his political enemies, a message to the Attorney General?
Yeah, good morning, Errol. Well, let's start with what he said on stage, which was kind of striking because he said this is where he disagreed from Charlie Kirk. He said Charlie did not hate his opponents. And as we heard from Erica Kirk, his wife, on stage yesterday, she was advocating for love over hate. But then the president said he does hate his opponents and wants to go after them. And then on social media this weekend, we saw the president publicly call on Attorney General Pam Bondi to go after Democratic Senator Adam Schiff, former FBI Director James Comey, and New York Attorney General Letitia James, seeming to say that she should prosecute them, complaining that nothing's being done and that justice must be served. Now, in the same post, he also complained about former U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, Eric Siebert, who stepped down or was essentially ousted, facing intense pressure to bring charges against Letitia James. Now, interesting to note, in a second post, he went on to praise Attorney General Pam Bondi, saying she's doing a good job, noting that she's careful but smart. But, you know, legal experts, former prosecutors, they say that this apparent public pressure really undermines what's supposed to be the independence of the Department of Justice, Harold.
And President Trump continues to go after the media for critical coverage of him. I just want to play to our viewers what he said at the end of last week.
They'll take a great story and they'll make it bad. See, I think that's really illegal, personally.
So, of course, there is a First Amendment right to free speech, but what exactly is the president saying is illegal, in his words?
Well, Errol, you may remember he also, the day prior, had floated to reporters that, you know, he might revoke possibly licenses, FCC licenses, to broadcast TV stations. This comes as there's growing backlash over ABC's decision to indefinitely suspend Jimmy Kimmel's show and comments, apparent pressure by the FCC commissioner, Brendan Carr, who seemed to tell stations, put them on notice following Kimmel's comments. Now, critics say that this is an assault on on free speech. Even Republican Ted Cruz said that Carr's comments were, quote, dangerous as hell. And I want to read from you what the FCC's own website says, which is the First Amendment and the Communications Act expressly prohibit the commission from censoring broadcast matter. Our role in overseeing program content is very limited. Errol.
A very important note to highlight. Natalie, thank you.